Alright, welcome back everyone, Blitzstorm here. So, this episode we'll be doing some DVD covers. And before we get into that, I just want to say when you're doing video game design development, one of the first things that actually goes down is a character will be kind of made or a model to scale things to that model. And so, like, say for instance that you're going to be doing a bus stop or something like that, you have something to use to scale that bus stop for the people, players, and stuff. It just makes everything easier, but I've been doing this so long, I know what scale that I want for my game, and that's why I'm not actually using something to scale. And I also want to say that not all this can just be used for 3D, for like games. It can be used for design, if you're doing modelings for homes or modelings for skyscrapers, or if you're doing a house design and you want your business partners or the people that you're doing the pitch to actually know what it will actually look like. So, say you're doing like you're a decorator, you want to do like a dentist space, something like that, or a mall, you can actually do it in 3D rather than doing a model. And actually, you don't need to design pretty much everything. You can actually buy stuff offline through different modeling sites, Turbo Squid, stuff like that. You can go to those sites and buy models for different things. Or you can actually pay people to do it and do it in 3D. Um, yeah, so there's actually tons of different ways you can do stuff. The sky's the limit when you're doing modeling, anything. Uh, what else? Basically, yeah, you're God when you're creating video games. Whatever you want to do, you can do. I think of it like kind of as a God. You can create worlds. You can create anything you can imagine. You can create. And so yeah, let's jump to this level, this game design development again, and let's do some DVDs. So I went to anime DVD covers, and here's one right here. I haven't seen this anime yet, but I'm going to actually grab it. So let's save image as. I normally like to watch the animes before I actually do this stuff. Like I've seen Phase Zero, so I'm gonna grab that if the quality is good. Yeah, it's good. Looks good. Just gonna. You always want to go look around the outside, so let's do that one. I've seen this anime, so I might actually do this DVD cover first. I haven't seen this one. I don't think I may have. I've seen so many animes that it's hard to remember which one I have and haven't until I actually start watching it. Yeah, let's grab this one. I haven't seen it, I don't think. So I don't know what it's about. But yeah, so I'm gonna grab a few more of these and then jump in the game. So go ahead and go find whichever DVDs you want, and I'll get into modeling here. So see you guys in a bit. All right, so I'm gonna be using this blue gender. I believe that's what it's called, gender. Yeah. Case, and this is the DVD that I'll be making today. So we're gonna need to chop it to get the front, the side, and the back. So go ahead and open 3D Studio Max. Let's create our box. So I'm going to actually just go over. So let's make a DVD. So about there and about there. So let's go 4, 40, and 50. Let's see how that looks. It's a bit too wide. I think I had my hand on my clicker there. Oh, I had my sleeve on the G6. I have a gaming keyboard, so I have extra keys I was on. Alright, yeah, let's just use that for now. So let's get into unwrapping and wrapping, doing textures that way. let's go ahead and, oops, all these mistakes. Let's go ahead and select this, right click, turn it to an editable poly. Go ahead and select everything. Make sure all the faces are selected. I'm going to be showing you guys how to unwrap and wrap. So everything's unselected. Let's go ahead and go up to this modifier list right here. I'm going to hit this arrow. I'm going to go drag everything down. I'm going to go to unwrap UVW. And as you can see, the green lines appeared. And as you can see, everything's still selected but the green lines. These green lines are in between all these squares are going to be the boxes, the faces, where it's going to turn into a map where we're going to be able to put all those cutouts. Flatten map. Okay, so flatten map. So what the problem was is it was on vertex rather than polygon. So here it's going to be like the front, the back, and each sides. So what we're going to do, as you can see, since we flattened it, it broke everything down for us. We're going to file. We can save the UVs if you want to reuse them, or you can just go through this whole process. I'm not going to save the UVs. I'm going to go to render UV W template, and this will pop out as a 1024 by 1024 height. So it's just telling you. So let's go ahead and render UV. So this is oops, I use my scroller there. Go ahead and file, save this. Let's go to desktop, go to where we had it, so DVDs. Let's go to save as a JPEG. Oops. And this will be the blue render. Actually, oops, sorry, this would actually be temp for template. So I'm going to save it like that. I'm just going to go like that. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to close this. And then, so now you got your template saved. So where's that folder right here? If you go and edit in Paint, you can actually chop stuff and put it there. So I actually want to also edit this in Paint because I need to actually break this down. Either way, we had to break this down. So let's not zoom in. Grab that. I'm going to actually make this. Actually, here, got a better idea. One second there. Let's zoom in a bit so I can kind of see where it ends. Right there. No. So what you want to do is just cut off the back there. So this is the back. Let's zoom out. So here's the back. So let's go ahead and file, save as JPEG. And I'm just going to chop that off and go blue gender back. Save. I'm going to undo. So next, what we're going to do is we're actually going to I'm going to cut this out. And I'm going to place it over here. Zoom in because I know it's off quite a bit. I think that's a bit too far there. There we go. So let's go ahead and go like that. Let's go ahead and file, save that as a JPEG and put it back. So side, side. Can't bolt S there because I like to keep everything separated. Undo, 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 undo. Actually, redo. And now let's just grab this. Make sure it goes all the way up to the top. And let's go ahead and save that as the front. And now we go to the sides there. So front. And I can't spell today. All right, and dump black in there for the sides. I'm going to actually file, save as JPEG, and let's just go side 2 and save. So now what you can do is go into the one that we have here for our template. And so this is how you bitmap. I'm just going to pause the video here for a second. Alright, so let's get into, I'm not sure which one's the front, which one's the back, but it's easy to find out, and you can actually see it in, let's go ahead and go maps, diffuse, bitmap, this PC, oops, sorry, desktop, wherever you have the template saved. So mine's right here. Go ahead and grab that whole thing and just go ahead and apply it. So it's going to apply to this whole box here. Now let's go ahead and go into paint here, paste from. Let's go and place this one here. Let's go ahead and rotate this way, and I'm just going to copy here. So I'm just going to grab it. I'm just going to scale it. There we go. So let's if you click save, it's going to save it, and what's going to happen is it's actually going to change in here. We'll pull it so I can actually see. So now you got somewhat of an idea. It's upside down. This is upside down, so it actually has to be flipped the other way. Unless you're doing like a box set, then you can put one on both sides, and then all you need to do is actually flip, which actually sounds kind of good. Rotate 180. There you go. And let's go ahead and save it. There we go. Now let's add the front and back there. Figure out this. So now let's paste the front, because we're going to be doing the front. So rotate. So let's go render. Let's go to environment. Change the environment a bit lighter. Okay. Close that. Hit render. And so there's the side. There's the other side there. And what you can do is have it black or whichever color you want. If you just want it purple, you can actually get rid of that. So move up a little bit. So the DVD, like I said, once you put it in game, it's actually going to look a bit different. Let's get the corner there. Check how the corner goes with it. So the corner does go with it pretty good. But you notice something? It's upside down. The two pictures here, they're upside down. So they're supposed to be straight with this. So I did screw that up. I'm gonna go change that now, flip it. But yeah, just make sure you guys put the faces, the people going up with the sides. I don't know how the hell I missed that. That was kind of a noobish mistake my behalf, but it's just gonna take a couple seconds to fix. Like, I'll just go in here right now and just and save. And there you go. Fixed. That's how fast it took to fix it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and save that. Now you don't need so many different materials. I'll actually show you. You only need one material. It's a map. You don't need one for each side, each spot. It takes a bit longer, but it's the proper way to actually, well, actually more proper than what I was actually showing you guys. There is different ways to actually wrap things to, if you're trying to do like a rock and you don't want it so boxy, you want it on each face, the texture, stuff like that. There's actually different ways to do that in the modifier list, which I'll actually go through and show you. But here we go. This is the DVD, and I'll put it in game here after I save it. I'm gonna save it as an FBX and show you guys what it looks like in game. I actually just want to add before we go in the game to show you guys, next time when you, well, not next time, when you guys do the next DVD cover, you guys can actually, if you save the template, not the template, a copy of the template, you don't actually have to re-break everything down. You can actually swap out these textures. So if I want to do like a Gundam Seed DVD or something like that, I'll just have to switch these out is all. If you kept the template, then you'll know where the green is, and you can just put the white or whatnot there. So you guys don't have to redo everything. You can actually use the same model. It makes everything a bit easier, a bit faster when you don't have to redo the model over and over and over. Just use the same model, same template. But yeah, I'll go ahead and throw this in the game for you guys, and so you can see how it looks. Here's the DVD that we just did. So as you can tell, it's a bit thicker. I can't really zoom in at this angle that I'm at, but yeah, you can see these sides there. The front, the other side, the back. Let's see how close I can actually get before the oh, a bit too close. But yeah, that's a little DVD that we just did. So yeah, I'm gonna do a few more of those. Yeah, okay, I'll see you guys next episode. Gonna be a bit more complicated, so we'll get into more uses for 3D Studio Max. doing stuff like this. Some good old anime. And if you guys like, subscribe, comment, hit the thumbs up, and I'll